Alright, they have vetoed. And we have our first map. It is a ley lines. After this game, I'll contact Jeff and I'll ask for a winner. So I'll send Jeff a little message, even though I think he's listening and he's paying attention. We are about to play a game 1. After that, you can select a winner. So absolute last chance to win the Reynor card. Exclamation mark Discord to join the Basilisk Discord. Click on Ronda, click on Rico, click on both. There you go, Norton. I just said it. Exclamation mark Discord. Not Serral. Damn it, I did it again. Sorry. It's this one. It's dark over here, guys. Yeah, sorry, it's dark. It's dark. Yeah. You guys are not getting Serral. I only have one. That one is mine. Sorry. But the Reynor one is to give away. I also only had one Reynor, and obviously I did not want to give that away. Because I am a fan of the game too, and I'm a fan of these guys. So I like a couple of collectibles for myself. But Reynor gave me 2 extra cards in Bulgaria. He said, do with it whatever you want. And obviously I'm not going to be greedy here and sit on 3 Reynor cards. That's a bit silly. So that's why we're giving one away. The other one is for Slowly, but only if Slowly admits that Max is the greatest driver he's ever seen. If he doesn't, there is a chance we do another giveaway.
Let's get it on.
Round 1. Fight!
Top right side, guys. Here we go. He needs to win 2 best of 3s if he wants to crown himself Monday Night Champ. It's the Italian Stallion representing Basilisk. It is Reynor. In the bottom right side, bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of the reigning world champion and the back-to-back Stara Zagora champ representing Team Liquid, the kid. It's Clem. By the way, obviously Home Story Cup is fantastic, and I'm looking forward to the games, and I'm looking forward to having some drinks and playing poker and playing football and playing padel. But what's also amazing is that there's a lot of great sports over the weekend. We can watch the FIFA Club World Cup, we can watch UFC, and we can watch the Austrian Grand Prix. Like, this is so much shit to look forward to this weekend. I'm gonna have one of the finest weekends of 2025, guys. Can't wait. You think Clem is still mad about that one game he gave up versus Australia that he took 45 minutes? I heard that Clem was chilling. I heard that Clem literally went AFK for a minute to take a restroom break while that game was going on. So I don't think he was very mad. Apparently Reynor is suffering from a tiny leg spike, but hopefully it's going to be okay throughout the series. Did I watch the NBA Finals? So I'm not a big NBA fan, mate, but I'm obviously excited over a Game 7, and I was looking forward to it. I was still awake. I was watching the Neil Dexter thingy, you know, when he was young. And I was like, okay, I'm going to watch NBA, but then I see the news that Halliburton got injured, and I was like, okay, now I feel like the finals is over. So I didn't really watch. And you know, unfortunately, it seems like I didn't miss much. If the guy didn't get injured, I probably would have stayed up and watched all of it. I'm not a very big basketball fan, but Game 7 is obviously pretty freaking hype. I know Twitch has been lagging, Shy Guy. You're not the only one, mate. There's been 0 lags on my end, guys. It just seems that Twitch today across the board has been struggling. Some of you guys have 0 issues, and that's awesome, and that makes me happy. But for some of the others, it's been lagging non-stop. Sucks. I'm sorry, because it's been a really fun weekly. There's nothing I can do about it. Everything on my end is perfectly fine. Who do you think wins, Charles or Ilya? I think Ilya Topuria wins. But I'm excited. I know there's a few people that go to Home Story Cup that are UFC fans as well. So we can probably still be awake at that point and enjoy it. No, Mulder. That's what I've heard. Did you watch the CS Major? No, I never watched CS. It would legitimately take Basilisk to get a Counter-Strike team for me to watch CS. It's not because I think it's a bad game. I'm so disconnected from the scene. I don't even know when shit is happening. I don't follow any of the channels I need to follow. Maybe at Esports World Cup I'll watch something, but I basically never watch CS. I never watch Valorant. I very rarely watch Dota, but I just never watch. Clem, his double Reaper has been annoying, and obviously Reynor has been forced to expand in a way that I don't think he really wanted to expand. I think he would have preferred to take the triangle, but here we are, and so far it's okay. Next time you're in Bulgaria, you have to give me an autograph. If you were at the event, mate, it should have been mega easy for you to get an autograph. Because I stuck around every single day. I said hi to everyone. I was vibing with all the fans. So, yeah, I do my best to always give people what they want if they come out to an event. You watch League at all? No, never. I did go to the League of Legends studio once or twice in America when LCS was a thing a long time ago. Because that was mega close to where I used to live. Like, it was 5 minutes away from my house. I lived on South Monday Drive in West LA. So I could literally walk to the League studio. And I went there once or twice to have a cocktail and put some money on a League of Legends game. But I just think League is kind of boring. It's really not that fun. I prefer Dota heavily over League. It's very important for Reynor that he keeps track of the movement here of the Hellions and the Reapers. You were just a shy man. You don't have to be shy, man. I do not bite. And I'm not even going to go for the Instagram line unless you ask me to. If you ever see me at an event and you want anything from me, even if it was just a conversation, just give it a shot. There's a chance that I'm in a hurry and I can stick around, but there's also a good chance that I've got nothing and I can stick around for as long as you want. Reynor is going to be upset at me? No. Reynor knows that I don't like League. I will watch Reynor play League just because I like Reynor, but it's not because I like League of Legends. I can like Reynor and I can not like League. That's those things are not mutually exclusive. To each their own, guys. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying that whatever I like matters. They cannot lose that queen. That's the queen with a lot of energy. Good micro on the side of Reynor. We are counting down the seconds until this overseer. So far, Reynor keeps everything alive and he keeps the drone safe. Defense on a knife's edge there, but it works out for the Italian stallion. Ends up losing nothing. That is really good. That was seconds away from disaster, but in the end, really, really, really good. No, I did try, Lost. I did try to get a Clem card, because obviously I love Clem. Even if he's not on Basilisk. I did try, but everybody that had a Clem card last year in Saudi Arabia did not want to give me the Clem card. I was like, I've got this guy and that guy. And I think I offered one of the Arabian casters 2 cards for Clem. But he said, nah, Clem seems kind of cool. And I was like, fuck. So I did try, but I don't have one. I'll do my best this summer. First priority is trying to collect all the Basilisk boys, Serral, Reynor, and Trigger, as long as we have cards again. And if I have all of those, I'll do my absolute best to get Clem. Reynor has a tiny Ling run by, but Clem is bulletproof, man. Clem just feels like he's got so many units everywhere. Reynor does not have Banelings, guys. This is a style that has been coming into fashion slowly, where Zerg players basically rely on Queens, the Lings, Infestors, and they don't get Banelings. That can work, but it's obviously very risky as well, because one bad fight and we are Omega dead. And Clem has now been able to send a few more units to the other side of the map. I'm a tiny bit concerned, but as long as these units are at the bottom of the ramp and not on top of the ramp, maybe it's okay. Okay, as soon as you guys ask, after this, I'll take a look at the right. That's a nice fungo by Reynor. That is a very sweet fungo. We get this follow-up fungo as well, and that's a bunch of dead Marines. After this game, guys, we pick a winner, or at least Jeff from Basilisk will pick a winner. And then I'll take a look at all the other cards that I have. Reynor is going to end up losing 1 queen. 2nd queen goes down. 3rd queen very low on HP, but we save it for now. Does fall. A different queen falls in the end. Clem also double dropping on the right side. Reynor head units. Move them away. We have Adrenal Glands on the way, but it's not quite done yet. No Banelings is painful. No Banelings. Oh my god, that's a good Wintermine shot too. But Reynor seems to prioritize the center. Wants to get on top of the tanks. Gets the tank. Gets the Hellbat. Right? No Banelings, no problem, question mark. Maybe still a small problem, but hey, this is actually very good. No medevacs to save these Marines. That is a full surround for the Italian Stallion. As the clock strikes 11 p.m. Once again, Reynor participating in a weekly means we go on forever. But you know what? I don't mind. Final Monday before Homestead Cup with a mines friendly fire there. 4GG wants his with a mines back. Those two mines don't even fire. Man, Reynor, what the fuck? It's like all he does is win. Who is this kid? Clem, a little flustered perhaps, now loses a Banshee too. Holy smokes. What a sequence of events for Reynor. That's sick. We now have Hive Tech. We have 86 runs. We've got money in the bank. We've got Adrenal finishing up. We've got Ultras on the way. This is pretty big for Reynor. We already have a Sharking Infestor. Where's that Jaws music? I need Jaws music, baby. Reynor with a monstrous run by all the depots. This could be it. This legitimately could be it, because this is going to hurt so bad. And then we do still have Infestors here. Looking maybe for a fungal. There is a planetary, so Reynor doesn't want to quite engage near the PF, but there is 17 dead SCVs. Clem uses Call Down for Supply Depot, but the Zerglings are still in the main. Maybe the extra units will take care of it. But look at the minimap, guys. There are burrowed Zerglings in multiple. I love it when Reynor is sharp. If Reynor is on point, he is so fucking fun to watch in Starcraft 2. We can unbarrow that Infestor, we can Pongo, and that will do it. The Italian Stallion makes a quick work of the world champ. 11 minutes into ley lines, takes the 1 lead. Oh, what a fucking high level game by Reynor. That's actually making Zerg look good. Making Zerg look very, very, very good. Impressive. Alright, 1-0 lead, and that means that it's time for Jeff to shine. Jeff says, I won't choose myself as the winner. Okay, you can announce the winner in the Basilisk Discord. Alright guys, so in the public channel, there should be a winner announced right now. Here we go. Who won? Drum roll. Jeff. Make someone happy. Who is the lucky winner of the Reynor card? One time. Come on, Jeff. We're here. Anytime now. Alright. Who won? How many runners do we have? 72, 65, but a lot of them will obviously be shared, so it's around 70. Aegis! Oh my goodness! That's awesome. I know Aegis very well. She's a lovely young lady. Well, that means I don't even have to send it out. I can just bring it to Home Story Cup. Congrats, Aegis. Aegis is the lucky winner of the Reynor card. Woohoo! I will make sure that I'll bring it and I won't forget it. Aegis is very, very nice, so I do agree with that. That's a nice one. And that also saves me from having to go to the post office. Well done, Jeff. I'll sneak you the 5 later. Aegis, congrats. How many cards did they make? Not too many. Not crazy many. Alright, here we go. Round 2.
Round 2. Fight!
The bottom left side of Tokamak down 0-1, but still the reigning world champion representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. Top right side, we are looking at the main base of the Italian Stallion representing Basilisk. If he wins this game, we'll go to a brand new best of 3. Since Clem won the upper bracket, Reynor comes from the lower bracket. That is the format we use for the Monday Night Weekly. It is Reynor. What a mighty fine first game, guys. What a mighty fine first game. No bailings. No, well, not a single bailing was made, right? Like, imagine telling someone a while ago that you can get the best of Clem without making a single bane and not making roaches either. It's like, well, seems like you're just gonna die then, right? Apparently not. No banelings, no roaches, got the dub. That defense around the third against the Hellions, against the Banshees, microing those queens, it was all so good. It was all really, really, really good. It always makes me happy when Reynor is playing high-level Starcraft. Kings and queens. I hope to find a lot of kings upcoming weekend. Especially against Bully, baby. I know he's gonna donate. Hello, Hapsaya. Seems like I didn't miss much in the Club World Cup. Seems like these were two kind of garbage games, eh? 1-0 and 2-0. Let's hope that the next set of games is at 3 a.m., I guess. It's gonna be Magnus, his all Ali. Woo! That I'm pumped for. Will I stay up till 3 a.m. to watch Porto against all Ali? You damn well know I will. And Inter Miami against Verdal. But that's an easy win for Palmeiras, I think. I don't believe in Messi anymore. He had his moment. He peaked one game. Maybe you should come from North Sweden to Home Story Cup. I think you should. Home Story Cup is mega fun. There's a lot of very, very nice people there. You have a great time, mate. And I know that you're no stranger to traveling, and you travel all the time, so... If it works out with work, and you can afford it, I absolutely think you should come. Clem has gone for 2 wrecks on the low ground, opening up with a bunch of Reapers. Current Reaper count is 3. He's making 4 and 5 as well. Might get a little close around this hatch, but I don't believe he's gonna get it. Do you guys believe he's gonna get it? Nah. I think we should be fine. This is annoying. Yeah, you went to the Big Gabe Cup. Home Story Cup is a little bit similar to the Big Gabe Cup, but it's obviously just bigger. Bigger venue, more fun, goes on for a longer time. This hatch is starting to run dangerously low. We are 10 seconds away from circling speed. Reynor is making a lot of links. Clem is spamming grenades. Clem is really sticking around for a long time. Circling speed is done. Here we go. Reynor keeps the hatch alive. Can the links get the wraparound? Yeah. Okay, well, that's a really good Reaper micro so far by Clem. But there's so many circlings that Reynor should still be able to get all of them and keeps the hatchery alive. It's mega low. Something to keep in mind, but Reynor keeps the hatchery alive. Clem loses all 5 Reapers. I think we'll take that, right? I think we will take that. Thank you to Kraken SC2 for the 15 months with Prime. Exposed add-ons. And, guys, do we go? 3 Marines? 4 and 5 is about to come out. So tempting, but no. Very tempting, but Reynor decides to not throw away any units and just enjoy the start that he's currently having. Was, of course, forced to build a decent amount of links. Made 22 in total, but that's alright. No, not worth it for Clem. If Clem keeps the Reapers around for that long, he is either looking for a really good trade against the links, or maybe a queen, or maybe the hatch. If he doesn't get any of those, and he just gets 11 links, that is not worth it. Tasteless losing his mind. Yeah, these adults are exposed. And they are essential to the growth of the Terran in the TVZ matchup. What do you think about that, State? So, yeah. State definitely thinks something about it. But the add-ons will be fine, guys. Single Evo chamber, I assume. Yep, it is single Evo once more. Starcraft 2 is an incredibly high-skilled game, but that doesn't mean there isn't some RNG, where if you spawn on the top side of the map, your add-ons are protected. If you spawn at the bottom, they could be exposed, and they'll be very vulnerable to a bunch of banelings in this game where there's no baneling nest. Unfortunately, we don't see that, guys. Thank you to Sam Vime for the 6 months. I appreciate it, matey. And another one. Oh, Predator O. We'll take it. A fresh one, too. A first timer. A first timer in the StarCraft stream in 2025. That exists? Welcome, mate. Thank you. Reynor did add his second evolution chamber as +1 melee gets fired up as well. We still don't have a baneling nest. Not a single baneling nest has been made. Thank you to Short as well for the 7 months. I appreciate it, amigo. Clem has 5 more Rex. We're gonna talk about 8 Rex, guys. 8 Rex, 8 Rex, 8 Rex. These days, all I hear is 8 Rex. What does it mean? They make 8 Rexes. Clem's supply block, by the way. Is Clem flustered? Call down for depot, Clem. Get out of jail for free. Come on, mate. You're not gonna wait. Clem, you ain't waiting. You ain't waiting. He's waiting. He's waiting. Honestly, guys, the world champ is not what he used to be. Tries to unload a couple of Marines in the main base, but does not quite get it going. Infestation pit already done for Reynor, so he can start firing up that hive. First, fires up an infestor. Thank you to Nexwell. Clem is very on point with those 2 upgrades. The kid is getting old. I know. What are they right now? 23, right? Clem is already 23. Reynor is turning 23 in 9 days. Do you guys remember when I organized the My Sweet 16 Starcraft 2 Invitational? Reynor, Clem, and Goblin. 3 16-year-olds. And now they're fucking old. I had a good eye for that, though. You know, when they were 16, I made a bunch of 16-year-olds play a few games against each other because I thought they were very good at StarCraft. 2 out of 3 became world champ. Hey. Almost like I've got an eye for those things. A little fungal. Fungal doesn't really connect, only with a single Marine. Hive is about to finish up. This is a good place to unload. And this is where not having any banelings could become problematic. But Clem does not want to stick around. Maybe he is worried. Does have a big... Oh my god, he's so Marine heavy. Alright, Clem is making adjustments here. Clem is like, you know what? You're not making any banelings? Well, I'm going to show up with 80 freaking Marines. Reynor sets up a big... The doors are wide open here. Are you guys ready for all hell to break loose? 44 extra links on the production tab. Clem does a really good job, I think, in holding the natural as he's stimming forward on the other side of the map. Reynor wants to get the tank, gets the tank. So little surface area, though. It's a painful fight for Zerglings. It is really, really, really painful. That is not the fight. Very rarely the fight. Queens are excellent over here in the top left. Meanwhile, the triangle has been taken out. We don't have Adreno glance. Reynor may be waiting for +2 armor. We are 10 seconds away, but he's going to go for it on creep. We have a crazy amount of fucking Zerglings. We need a fungal. We need a fungal so bad. That is a good one. We could use another one because fungal just tickles. We don't have another one, or we do. Thought we did. Thought we did. No, it's not over yet. I don't think it's over yet. No, Reynor has hive, mate. Reynor has kite. Oh my god, lends a fungal, gets a couple of the Marines. This absolutely ain't over yet. Obviously, Clem has a lot of units, has a lot of firepower, keeps on stimming, but it's pure Marine. Reynor forced to evacuate this base. But 2 Ultras with kindness plating will turn this game around. Another Link counterattack, and this time the doors are open. Clem does raise the depot, but we can attack it from both sides. And Clem is sending the Marines home, and by the looks of it, happy with the hatcheries he's been able to take out. But he's a 3-base Terran. Orbital low on HP. Clem is forced to lift it, will lift it, but he's losing so much. The tank helping out a little bit as well as friendly fire. Is going to be the end of so many of the SCVs. -22. I like it for Reynor, guys. 3 infestors out, 3 ultras out. Kindness plating, 70-80% done. +2 melee. I think we might be looking at a little bonus StarCraft 2 on the Monday night. Reynor, a little bit of creep is so useful. So useful. Vision is so incredibly important. As Reynor knows that those doors have been wide open. Gets on top of a few more SCVs. Clem is gonna again use the tank, which means more SCVs will fall. These medevacs get nothing done. Honestly, I think Clem is dead. Chat said 1-1. I think it's quite the opposite. I kind of think Clem is dead. Unless Clem finds a magical fight real soon. I think he's in all sorts of trouble. Is this the magical fight? Nope, that's a magical fight for Reynor. Fungals out of the sweetest Zerg dreams out there. Clem is forced to leave with just the medevacs. And honestly, in my eyes, that's a wrap. Before Adreno glance, but the sickest fungals you can think of. 2 for Reynor, 0 for Clem. And we're gonna run it back, Mr. DJ. Oh, what a series by Reynor. Our Italian stallion is heating up as we are getting closer to the biggest event of the year, the Esports World Cup 2025. Massive. Honestly, massive performance there by Reynor. He played incredibly well. And that means we're going to do it one more time. Thank you to Andrew, guys. 138 months for Andrew. Only 20. Wow. 2.4 million points against 900k. No belief, no faith in Reynor. That is a big payday for the 68 people that put a couple points on Reynor. Which means that we're going to do it again. Grand finals, best of 3. Clem, French, Terran, Reynor, Eta, Z. We run it back for number 19. Monday Night Weekly number 19. Big shout out to everybody who has contributed. By the way, guys, there is one fun thing to mention. And that is any of the maps that we played in the first best of 3 cannot be played in the second best of 3. So Reynor has to win 2 series, Clem only has to win 1, but any of the maps we just played, Leylines and Tokamak, cannot be replayed in the second best of 3. Winner of the tournament gets 200 bucks, loser gets 100. Big shout out to everybody who used the Ko-Fi to support this community event, as we got 105%. You guys are awesome, we really appreciate it. Probably next Monday there will not be a weekly. But the Monday after that, there definitely will be a weekly. I think next Monday we'll probably all be recovering a little bit from Home Story Cup. And not the best moment to do it. We can do maybe something tiny. I can maybe run something in the Discord for like 100 bucks for the 5k players. But next Monday, no official weekly. The Monday after that though, TKL says we won't. But I think we can do something. I'll take a very tiny break just to catch my breath a little bit. Get one final drink. As it's been a fun evening. And then we'll run it back. See if Reynor can win back-to-back series. Or if Clem is able to get it together and still get the dub like he does so often. See you guys real soon. Another best of 3. Reynor Clem coming up. What about 4K? We'll let the people vote by. I believe as a moderator you can run a poll. And you can choose. Should we run a 4K tournament for 100 bucks or a 5K tournament for 100 bucks? Next Monday after Home Story Cup. We'll let the people choose. I'm fine with either. Be right back, guys. Alright, plenty of minutes left in the prediction, but it's alright. In a best of 3 between these two, so much can happen. Let's do it one more time. First time, only 27% of the viewers believed in Reynor, at least the amount of points. Let's see how the second best of 3 will play out between these two. Let's do it. Grand finals, Monday Night Weekly number 19. Here we go.
Let's get it on.
Round 1. Fight!
Top left side of Meganetha. We are looking at the main base of the man who just played some of the finest ZVTs I've seen come out of him in a little while. It is Reynor, representing Basilisk. And in the bottom right side, we're looking at the main base of the man who's going to try to defend his title as the reigning, defending official world champion of Starcraft 2 in exactly 1 month from now. It is Clem. Meganetha to me seems like a pretty decent map for Reynor. I don't think that's a bad Zerg map. It is large, a lot of different ways to sneak Zerglings to the other side of the map to maybe surprise the Terran. Clem has not gone for 2 racks on the low ground. Let's go for a regular opening. Okay, whatever tournament we do, please not be on Monday. That is true, nor Bash Bash, but the thing is people also are very used to Monday night entertainment. So, in that way I'm kind of stuck to it. I mean, we can always do something else on a different day as well. There just needs to be ammo for it. If there's enough players that want to play, if there's enough people that want to watch, we can go for a different day. But let's worry about it after Home Story Cup. I don't want to worry until anything. I just want to enjoy myself this week. Relax, have a few little things to take care of, and then I want to have a great weekend in Krefeld. After that, we'll figure out what is the best form of entertainment until the EWC. Oh, oh, he gets it! Clem with the misclick. Clem is Reaper, stop there. I don't even need to have a player camera to know Clem's reaction to that one. Bully. I'm not sure if this is the moment to bust that one out. There are moments where the kids would banter, but I don't think this right now would be the moment. No, that is not Clem's finest moment, but it's alright. We obviously know what Clem is capable of, and it's just a Reaper, but not supposed to happen. Yesterday I was doing some IRL stuff, so I have to watch back the 21 PVT. Yesterday was good. Saturday, honestly, I was a tiny bit disappointed. I expected more fireworks. I don't know, I just thought I would have more fun as a StarCraft 2 fan, as a commentator. But a lot of the games were just a little one-sided. They were just kind of a one-punch man strategies, and it's all over. But I think Sunday was pretty damn good. Just the 2 games of Australia went a little bit longer than they should have. But other than that, Sunday was a really fun day of StarCraft. Saturday, so-so. Wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't as good as I feel like it could have been. Don't believe that man is lies, nor bash bash. Or, dude, rather. I mean, the one against Gumio was a little long and somewhat painful, but okay. But the one against Ryong on ley lines was really painful. No, there's no more qualifiers, Furajin. The entire lineup for the Esports World Cup is done. We have 18 players left that can dream of calling themselves the World Champ of 2025. Anybody that's not in at this point will never be in. You dislike the Gumio one way more. I dislike the one against Ryong a bit more, but they were both pretty fucking painful. I mean, Cobo, it's not just that he camped, it's that he camped from a very, very, very favorable position. It's not like, oh, the game is even and let's be defensive and hope we're going to be fine. It's like, no, we're Omega far ahead. And we're going to take 9 bases and you're going to be on 3. Is Firefly banned from SC2? I mean, there's no such thing really as being banned from SC2. But he is banned from the Esports World Cup. But if he wants to play some ladder games right now, obviously he could play some ladder games. Are there any big surprises among the folks who didn't make it to the EWC? I think Gumio not making it is a surprise to a lot of StarCraft 2 fans. And to me personally, Bunny not making it is a little bit of a surprise as well. But it's obviously hard over in Korea. Reynor goes back to the sports world and keeps the queens alive. That is solid. He's going to give us a little Spire action over here, guys. 6 minutes into Maganetta. Lambo made it, yes. Also, Spirit not making it after making it last year and being part of the couple of the Katowices. Maybe a bit of a surprise, but I think Gumio not making it is the biggest surprise. I would agree with that. You bet DJ that Gumio wouldn't make it. You want $10, not a surprise there. It's a good call. It's sad for Gumio, obviously, as I do think he's a really good player and he has showed that so many times. But limited amount of slots possible for Korean players. They did get 4 extra players through Dallas, so that actually helped the Korean scene a little bit by getting even more slots. Yeah, stuff. Banned is the wrong word, guys. We should use the word disqualified. He got disqualified. He made it fair and square, but because he got caught up in a dirty past and he did some things that ain't right and are illegal, he got disqualified. If there is no new Esports World Cup to look forward to, Kukut, probably, yes. If there will be something similar to an Esports World Cup to look forward to, I think they'll stick around. Gumio lost to Australia in the lower bracket and lost to... Who did he lose to in the upper bracket again, guys? Goblin. Lost to Goblin in the upper bracket and Australia in the lower bracket. It's a lot of Mudas of Reynor getting on top the first medevac with a few Marines inside of it. We obviously do need Banelings if we want to play Muda Link Bane. We've got double Evo. Baneling speed is 60-70% done. Clem going for quick Widowmine production. Drilling Claws already on the way. It's double factory already for Clem. Goblin did really good, but in the end it's also very sad for Goblin because he doesn't get anything for it. Goblin basically played 2 series that were worth at least $7,500, which would have been the biggest win of his career. And in the end, he walks away with 0. So it's very painful. Great run. And yes, he can be very proud, but he's not buying anything for that. Like, that's not going to make him feel any better. Because in the end, he gets as much as you and I do, and that is 0, because he didn't make it. It's brutal in that regard. Such a big difference between qualifying and not qualifying. Reynor now, guys, on 87 drones. Drops the infestation pit. Has an explosion of hatcheries going up. Couple of potential burrowed banelings in the near future as well. I don't think that makes him feel a lot better. Ian Blue, that's a little sloppy on Reynor's side. Loses one, Muda almost loses the second. Unfortunately, they're not. It's cool, but you don't get much for it. They didn't say that, Poison Raisin. They just said you're not welcome at the Esports World Cup 2025. And if we do have an Esports World Cup 2026, there is a good chance they'll say he's still not welcome. But there's no statement has been made about that. I don't know. Nobody else does really know either. Clem is Medivac trailing a little bit, but I don't think Reynor can really do this. Reynor is going to try to do this anyway, though. Up the high ground into Widowmine, into a planetary that's almost done. Burrows a couple banelings. Did Clem see it? I don't think Clem saw it. The first trap has been set. Reynor. Oh, that is really good. That is really, really good. The Swedish connection is a Widowmine there, but the Widowmine gets picked off as well. 99 drones for the Italian Stallion. 2,400 minerals in the bank, a little bit of gas, 2 upgrades on the way, hive tech on the way, and some sweet burrowed banelings. Are they worth $10,000? That's the big question. I've always loved burrowed banes. They're goated. Oh, Reynor is obviously is trailing a little bit. He should see that, obviously. It's pretty obvious. And he does see it. He's going to pick up one. Reynor is playing really good today. Really, really good. Fell to the lower bracket after losing against the Solar, his early game aggression, but he got revenge on him later on, and he has played excellent after that. A great game against Max Pax, a great first best of 3 against Clem, and so far a really good start to this best. I think Reynor can maybe chase this, even though there are a bunch of Widowmines in the mix. That is scary. Reynor splits off half the army, tries to trigger a couple of the mines, and decides to disengage for now. There has been poison race. The official statement was disqualified from Esports World Cup 2025. That was the official statement. But other than that, there is no governing body that really controls the entire scene. We don't have such a thing, so nobody's in a position to make such a statement. Like, I could make a statement saying I don't want Firefly in the Monday Night Weekly, but if Bully then wakes up on Tuesday and says I'm running a tournament on Tuesday and I welcome Firefly, that is his God-given right. Like, nobody controls all of us. So what you're asking for does not exist. I don't think Bully would do that, but it was just an example. No. Not saying Bully would, guys, but it's an example. Basically, what he's asking for does not exist. The official statement was he's disqualified from Esports World Cup 2025. That is what we know, and let's move on. The rest is not interesting because it's all speculation. Bully should run. I agree. I would watch. Might even sub if he puts a tiny bit of energy into it. See if he's earning those Twitch primes or my hard-earned 5 buckies, which are like $7 at the moment with how poorly that USD is performing. You know what I mean? One Widowmine, good job by Reynor as he splits up just a couple of links. Mudas are looking for the interception. Clem is going to run out of boost now. Clem is going to run out of boost, but not quick enough for Reynor to fully capitalize on it. As Reynor has also tried to transition into Lurk. It has burrowed a couple of banelings here. 70 hours, the rookie numbers, mate. I do 70 hours on a Tuesday alone as Reynor finds another burrowed baneling. Couple scans go down. Banelings will get blown up by some of the Widowmites. It's a very awkward fight here around this corner. There's a cooling tower in the mix too that could be knocked down. One Thor is going to be a Big Daddy Thor. And will absorb a lot of the Lings and Banes. Five Lurkers morphing. We have Seismic Spines. We do not quite have Adaptive Talents yet. Fun to see some Muda Ling Bane. The TVZ that a lot of the fans fell in love with a long time ago. We can still see it from time to time as the Mudas are looking for the Thor. I'll get the Thor. A bunch of extra command centers being built. Those are going to be denied. Clem's army in the top side of the map. Mudas could turn around, right? This is actually very risky by Clem, but obviously it makes sense if he knows where the Mudas are. Thank you, Akime. Yes, that Widowmine is going to get picked off. Reynor now clicks on the refinery. That's a bit of an odd choice. Turns around, goes for the Ghost Academy. Reynor, we sure about this? Reynor really wants the Ghost Academy. Reynor gets the Ghost Academy. Oh, Reynor move! There is a Clem. Oh my god, Reynor forgot about the Mudas or what? As there is a Clem army on the other side of the map. Or are we just done with the Mudas? Are we just done with the Mudas? Because we want to go into Lurkers? I don't know. That felt a little bit crazy to me. Oh, we do have a million circlings with Adrenal glands now getting on top of Bio. So much chaos. Multiple fights taking place here on Naganatha, the map that delivers again. Our fan of All Ali. The same All Ali that's going to get destroyed by Porto in give or take 3 hours. That is a big drop. And we don't have a lot of banings. We've got 2 banings. I don't know about this Reynor. Nice snipe by Clem there as he guns down a couple of the banings. We have Lurkers though to save our main. It's a painful cleanup. Reynor lost a lot. You can only imagine that we have a bit of a larva issue here. The Lings, however, at the third are still dancing, are still doing their thing. Big Daddy Thor is no longer a Papacito. We'll just get picked up. Man, what a game. Upgrade denied with 2 seconds to go. Which one was it? +3. Which upgrade? Which upgrade got denied? You think this is GG? It's always GG for you guys. Vehicle armor +2. I couldn't care less. GG for who? It's always GG, Jeremy. Someone will always be out there hitting us with the GG. They're both maxed out. Clem is dropping. Reynor is richer. Reynor's got a Lurkers. He's got a double Nidus coming online. Definitely GG for someone. Reynor, this is painful. This is really painful. And don't we wish we would have kept 1 or 2 Mudas alive right now. Ay. Maybe Reynor hasn't played too many 16-minute ZVT turbo bangers against Terran because this is omega painful. Liberator's making it possible. Not 1 but 2 Nidus networks coming online in the main. I think Clem has seen it. That looks like maybe an F2 stim. Everything is stimming. All hands on board. Clem knows, but he's got no DPS. Here come the Lurkers and here comes the main army. Oh my god, that's so many Lurkers. They're gonna see and they're gonna get in range of the ramp as well. I don't know if Clem can deal with this, guys. I don't know if Clem can deal with this. Lings, Lurkers, Nidus networks, Hydras, orbital commands are flying, burning, medevacs are getting gunned down. Shouldn't there be a couple Lurkers here? I thought there were. Yes, there's plenty of Lurkers. And Reynor is still maxed out. Can Clem somehow? No, I don't know how you take care of this. Yes, he left a couple of Liberators behind, but most of his orbitals are flying. And that means no scans are available. Even the Queens hop out of the Nidus as they are providing the much needed anti-air. Is it 3 in a row for the Italian Stallion? What the fuck is happening tonight over here in this Monday Night Weekly? Oh, this is sick. Reynor is literally playing some of the finest ZVT that I've seen him play in a very, very long time. Clem is gonna try, but the Lurker shots are still connecting. He's got no scans. The man legitimately has no scans. We have 3 orbitals and they're all freaking low on energy. 0 scans available. 10 more Lurkers on the way. Planetary in danger. Lings, Hydras. Reynor is in all the right places. This is a little bit adventurous. Planetaries are still planetaries. Even when we're cooking, but it doesn't matter. Oh, Clem, you cannot retreat. GG gets gold. A hat-trick. 3 in a row.
Hat-trick.
That was most certainly a GG. Whoever called it in the chat was right. That was a GG. Everything that the boy touches turns into gold. We get it done with the Banelingless style in the first best of 3, but now even the Mudas shine. So we take map control, explode, sick macro, great multitasking. Man, Reynor is sharp over here, guys. Reynor is a really, really, really sharp on the Monday night. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Reynor is the kid that everyone has been asking for a while. They were talking about him in the past. Got a little quiet. People were wondering, is this kid still out there? That old boy right now still has it. No longer a young man, but he's playing really good. What is map 4? We cannot play the same maps as we played before. Ooh. I think our luck might end here, guys. Ultra Love is so gnarly now. Roddy, whatever happened to your buddy Nathanius? Nate streamed for a very long time. Eventually maybe lost some of the joy in Starcraft, and he has a regular full-time job right now. He works in IT. That's all he says about it. He works in IT, he has a normal job. I'm sure that he would be available to do some esports work if it presents itself, but there are a lot of people who want to work in esports, and there are not as many jobs as there once upon a time were, so that's all that happened. Some people stream, some people don't stream, some people take other jobs. That's all there is to it. You can always follow people on their Twitch channel or their YouTube or their social media channels, and then you'll see what's up with them. Game 2, Grand Finals, Monday Night Weekly. It can happen, Wingant. Roddy, please hire me. Basilisk might be hiring Wingant. Never know.
Round 2, fight!
The bottom left side of Ultra Love. In my eyes, this is always the toughest ZVT map. I think it's so incredibly hard to get it done here. It's the Italian stallion, Reynor. It's won 3 in a row. But can he do it on a warm and humid Monday evening on Ultra Love? That's the big question. Top right side, we're looking at the main base of our reigning defending world champ, probably wondering what the fuck is happening tonight. The last time this kid lost 3 games in a row, it was 2021, representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. Think Wingant might be a good fit? I believe in Wingant. Keep your eyes on that Basilisk website. There will be job openings. This map is huge. It doesn't feel very huge, mate. Whenever you're forced to fight around these bridges, one of my favorite World War II movies is A Bridge Too Far. Very often, Operation Market Garden will not go very well on this map if you're playing against Terran. So, doesn't feel that huge, mate. Does Basilisk need a pilot? I'm not quite sure if we have a private jet yet, but never say never, Prom. Come back to me in a couple of years and we may have an opening. You can just fly us around the world. That'd be sick. I mean, Wingant, that's actually not that far of a stretch. I think that is the kind of stuff that some esports orgs are already looking at. And some of them have definitely hired people in that department. I think that's maybe a little bit early for us, but honestly, that's not an impossible thing. You will apply for an assistant position. There was an opening for assistant not too long ago, but that one has now been taken. Operation Market Garden is a sick name. They make up stupid names now, like Operation Massive Freedom. I didn't hear about Operation Massive Freedom. Alright. Reynor says, you know what? It's been a long Monday. It is fucking Ultra Love. I am really not interested in battling over bridges the way that the Americans and Canadians were battling over bridges near Arnhem and Nijmegen in 1944. Let's get it done early. Blitzkrieg. But Uno reverse. I'm a big fan. I still have the mini team, yes. I still pay Sabadas, and we still have Fjant on the team as well. Fjant is being taken care of by Jacob. So that is still a thing I do. Obviously, it's just small and charity. Alright, let's go ahead and follow Clem's vision. What did Clem see, guys? I because I was talking to you guys, I missed the opening. Reynor didn't go like pull gas before hatch, right? Or did he? What the fuck is this what is happening over here? I missed the opening because I was yapping. Okay, so Clem knows the timing. Alright, well then that's kind of probably pretty rough. But no bunker. Clem had one game over in Stara Zagora. Yeah, was it against Serral, right? On Pylon, where he absolutely knew what was up. And he could have built a bunker. But Clem was like, nah, I can deal with this without a bunker. And he was in a bit of trouble. We are now dancing with Reapers in the center of the map. He definitely saw the roaches more than once, and this time he is gonna build a bunker, but it is a tiny bit late, as the roaches are pretty much here. But the marine count is so freaking high, because he indeed went 4 wrecks. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. So I have a hard time believing that Reynor can make this work, but Reynor has the prior hold. That corrosive ball did kind of connect, that's kind of good. But we need so much more than just a couple of marines. What Reynor is looking for here is game-ending damage. Can we get game-ending? Can we deny Stim? Okay, okay. Obviously Clem has no factory. Stim is like 15 seconds away from finishing. 1 Marauder pops on the wrong side. Reynor is not gonna deny Stim. And then he's obviously in trouble. I mean, there's obviously no medevac, no combat shield. Reynor does have 38 army supply. 38 army supply, guys. Can we cook? We are building 20 extra links. We've got 4 Ravages. Clem uses cooldown for supply depot, but he's kind of still supply block. Now building a factory. Is that cope? I feel like this game is over before that factory does anything. I'd maybe say another bunker. Maybe Clem thinks he's okay. Because Clem thinks that Reynor is transitioning. Because Reynor ain't transitioning. Reynor is fucking sending it. No, 1 Ravager as we drop a mule on the low ground as well. Another depot is gonna get picked off. Barracks is burning. Reynor goes for it. The floodgates are open. Corrosive balls will force the SUVs to move. I think it's too much Zerg. Is it really the quad kill? Can Reynor somehow win 4 games in a row against Clem? Is there a will? Obviously Stim is big, but we don't have medevac, so every Stim does hurt. Clem is still economically ahead, but everything is burning. What is this? Dresden? Oh! Everything is burning. How much do we have left? 50 marines, no medevacs. Every Stim hurts. I think Reynor is looking good. He ain't there yet. He ain't there yet, but I think it's looking mighty, mighty fine. 6 minutes into Ultra Love. It is still a hatchery tech all in. If Reynor wins this, our Monday Night Weekly comes to an end as another barracks falls. What do we have left? I mean, Clem has 1 factory. What is he going to build? A Hellion? What is 1 Hellion gonna do? That is a double depot as well. It always hurts to lose the double depots. Oh, there's so many Zerglings and roaches and ravages. Clem maybe should have used his money to build another bunker or something, but even with 4 racks, even with Stim finishing up, he does have a lot of firepower. Reynor still needs to be a tiny bit careful, but Reynor knows that. And at this point, Clem is already mining so little. Hellion comes out. It is awfully low. And the Ravages are so good here as well, right? Because they actually have pretty decent range. And obviously the Marines, they can't really Stim. Because we have no medevacs. It's 22 drones against 22 SUVs. 46 Zerglings are just waiting to feast on these Marines. First medevac in production. Factory is dead indeed, but at least we have the starport on Clem's side. But the corrosive balls are gonna be so annoying. Like, you need to steal. Oh my god, Clem lives the main! Clem lives the main as this is maybe it, but he's got not enough. He's never got enough. Look at the HP on these Marines. Here come the Zerglings like a pack of hungry hyenas, and it's 4 in a row.
Quad kill.
4 in a row for the Italian Stallion as Reynor crowns himself the champ of the Monday Night Weekly number 19. He just 4-0'd Clem in CVT. Holy fuck. What just happened? That is, wow. Wow. 47 minutes past 11 p.m. and Reynor just wins 4 games in a row against Clem to crown himself the Monday Night Weekly champ. That is, pretty sick. Wow. I'm very impressed. I am very, very impressed. The first time, 23% of the amount of points was on Reynor. The second time, it was 46. The Italian Stallion gets back-to-back 2 O's. Wow. Reynor must be happy. Yeah, that's a little confidence booster, right? Going into the summer, as we are 1 month away from the biggest event of the year. And by far and away, the most prestigious event of the year. Yeah, that's gonna make you feel good. I believe Reynor is flying to Korea in like 1 or 2 days to get some Korean practice in as well before the Esports World Cup. those flights, when you're sitting there for 10, 11, 12 hours, they become a whole lot prettier. When you can just think back of winning 4 games back-to-back over Clem. Damn. That's very impressive. Very, very impressive. Hey, Roddy, is the BBB coming back at some point? The BBB has never been gone. The BBB was always scheduled to be happening on the 4th of July, and that is still my plan. So, it was the 4th of July, it is the 4th of July, and it will be the 4th of July. Reynor interview now. I mean, it's kind of late, but I'm down for it. I am down for it, but I have to ask him if he's down for it. I'm down for it. I'm asking him, but if he has maybe family to worry about, or if he can make any noise, then it's not gonna happen. But if he wants it, we'll do it. Reynor says he can. Awesome. Let's go. See you in 2. I don't know if he will have a camera. He says, quick though, my head is exploding. All good. Get some water. I'll see you in 2. All right, we'll do a little interview with Reynor. You guys can help me and obviously provide questions in the chat. So give me a tiny break, guys. I'll grab some water as well. And in 2 minutes, I'll be back. We'll do a little interview with the man who has just won 4 games in a row against Clem. ZVT, that's pretty sick. I'll see you guys soon. Interview with the champ coming up. My flights were like 3 hours longest Storm got. So when I flew to Japan, it took like 3-4 hours longer than it used to take. Mixu with the beer redemption. We're gonna have some beers in Krefeld, baby. Are you gonna be there, by the way, Mixu? If not, I'll come whenever you want me to. I'll never say no to a good time with Mixu. I'll be right back. All right. Let's give the kid a call. I don't think he has a camera, by the way, because I think his camera is in Korea and he's still in Italy right now. But I'll give it a shot. Why did they play 2 best of 3s? They played 2 best of 3s because Reynor came from the lower bracket. So the lower bracket player has to win 2 best of 3s. Hello, hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. You don't have a camera, right?
No, I don't have a camera. It's in Korea.
Ay, unlucky. What the fuck, kid? 4-0.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't expect it. I don't know. The games were pretty smooth as well. I think maybe the last one I was pretty close to losing, I think. I was getting a bit scared. But the other ones were pretty smooth sailing, I would say.
I think you played really sick. It was really impressive from the beginning to the end. We can talk a little bit about the entire tournament before we talk about the finals, and I'll let chat ask a couple questions as well. I know it's late, and I know you said that your head is exploding, so we'll keep it short. Obviously, earlier in upper bracket, Solar got the best of you again. What do you make of that?
I keep getting I keep getting destroyed by this same all-ins every game against Solar, and I know it's coming. It's just so hard to hold because it's like different all-ins and everything requires different response, and I was getting triggered really hard. So the last game, when I played him again, I was like, all right, I'm playing from behind. I don't care. I'm gonna make roaches. I'm gonna play it safe. And he ended up going for a standard game. So I'm very confident in that against Solar.
And then we had a casual 42-minute game against Classic. Anything you want to share about that?
Well, it was a standard ZVP nowadays, especially like Classic plays so passive. When I play against like MaxPax and a couple of the other guys, they at least send the stalkers across. Classic doesn't even bother doing that, he just camps. He doesn't move out really, so I thought I could find more damage with the Ling Lurker, and I almost threw the game because I stayed too long on that instead of going for Broodlords. Because when I started going Broodlords, Infestors, and all of that, I started destroying him in fights. I think at some point I was even behind, but I haven't checked the replay yet. Yeah, I think he had more bank than me, probably.
I felt really confident about your position for a while, but I think there was a point where I wasn't feeling that confident anymore because you weren't that rich and you were losing bases, and he obviously had a terrifying army. And like, when do you decide what to make? Is that just pure on what you see, what he's working with?
Well, most of the time, what I'm doing now is a lot of my games, Protoss players kind of die to like Niduses and Ling and Lurkers, so I kind of just tend to stay on that if I feel like I found a crack. But he stayed on 4 bases for like 15 minutes. He didn't even bother trying to get a 5th until a while. And well, if they do that, then it's kind of impossible to crack them, and you need Broodlords once they get like that massive army with like Tempest, Archons, Immortals. Nothing else beats it other than Broodlords.
All right. Even if you don't love the Broodlord, you're forced into it.
Yeah, they tickle, man. I had this moment where I did a Fangol and I had like 10 Broodlords shooting at 2 Archons. It took me like 3 Fangols to kill 2 Archons and like 10 Broodlords constantly shooting at them. But yeah, I guess they're necessary.
Anything you want to say about the game versus Max? I thought you already had him. I thought you killed him when you were on Lairtech, but you kind of disengaged, you let it go, and I don't think it got scary because you were always in a good spot and you had so much creep, but don't you think you could have just killed him, or what were you worried about?
But it's pretty damn hard to kill Protoss players nowadays, especially like I don't see his supplier, I don't see how many Templars he has behind it, and like I was on 5 bases even if I didn't kill him. And I knew his army was kind of crap, even if he got like a mothership and carriers or whatever. He had like no immortals, and I probably could have killed him, but I sometimes like to play it out like this because a lot of the times what happened is I stay on lair tech too much and I get stormed and I run by hits and like 2 carriers show up and I just die. So like a lot of the time I just like to just push my lead and go into hive because I'm kind of confident in late game anyway. So.
All right, and then the grand finals, 4 games against Clem. Somebody in the chat is asking something. I'm curious about your response, and that is a bold action. He says, is he worried about showing styles like the Ling, sorry, it's blocked, I can see it. The Ling infested stuff so early. Won't other Zergs copy your style, and are you not worried that Terrans have a better response for it by the time the Esports World Cup comes around?
I think something like this is always good to practice in a different setting than ladder, especially because I don't get to play Clem a lot. Like in Europe ladder now it's like Gabe, but he cyclones me every freaking game, and the others are not really playing. So I was like, okay, because so far I have 100% win rate with it. I was like, all right, I want to see if like Clem plays well against it. Obviously, like it's not that crazy of a style, you know. You just keep bailings, but I don't think a lot of Zerg players can copy it. Like it suits me very well because of the Ling run bys and stuff like that. But I don't think it's a new standard, you know. I don't think it can be something like that.
All right. Fire3 is asking you, did you feel confident loading into the grand finals? Obviously, you're playing Clem. You guys have a lot of history. You guys grew up together. It's been
actually,
back and forth.
I told you this,
Kev.
Yeah? I am literally got my keyboard. I got home at 6 p.m. Because I was planning to play the tournament, but I realized a bit too late. It was like 4:30 p.m., so I had to drive to my grandma's house because our packages arrived there because we live in the middle of nowhere. So I was like, all right, I have like an hour of driving, and then, you know, I just chat with my grandma a little bit, got the package, came back. It was like 6:10. I had to play my first opponent, set up the keyboard real quick and mouse. And I was like, okay, let's see how it is. And at first, like the first 2 games, I was misclicking all the F keys. I was like, okay, this tournament is going to be a disaster. And then towards the end, I already had gotten used to it, so I didn't expect it at first, but when I was loading into the finals, I felt like I was playing pretty decent and I had a good shot. And I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think Clem wasn't 100% today, so I think that also helped a bit, but I also think I didn't play that bad.
No, I think you played really good. I gotta say, Clem, in most of the games that I saw today, he looked really good. Did he close out the Wardy Cup earlier today? I think he did, right? Yeah.
I think, yeah. I think on ley lines, he sacrificed like a few medivacs. I don't know if he was like tilted at that point because I think it was after the Fangol, but he usually doesn't lose drops. I think on Maganata he was playing pretty well. Yeah. Even though I blew up his Marines a few times, but that's a classic. And yeah, I think on towards the end he was playing better. I think on ley lines he was a bit shaky the first map.
Yeah, and those burrowed bailings on Maganatha were pretty good, eh?
Yeah. I mean, that map is very good for it.
No, it was sick. It was really fun. I feel like overall, and I said this before as well on my stream, I think you've been playing really well lately. Even if like you didn't win Dallas and you didn't win Stardust or Gora, but like the games that you won, I feel like they all had a story. And then in a lot of the other games, you did look really good. So I almost feel that some people underestimate you a little bit, where they're like, Reynor is not quite in that shape yet. But I feel like you've showed on a lot of moments already that you're pretty damn close to the best version of yourself. Do you feel the same?
I was thinking about it while I was driving to get the package. I was like, okay, like I really want to win today because, you know, I think I'm pretty damn good now. But Stardust Agora, I didn't win. Then Dallas, I didn't do very well. Then the online tournaments, I keep getting second. I keep losing to Max Pack Solar. This guy, I was getting pissed while I was thinking about it. I was like, I really need to win, man. I keep saying I'm good, but am I really good? And then, yeah, today I think it kind of showed that I've been putting in the work a lot lately, and I think there's still quite a bit of time and stuff to do before EWC, but I think this is a good reminder to the people that I'm still here, baby.
Still
I
here.
didn't come to just participate in the EWC. I'm going there to win it, you know?
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it showed, mate. And yeah, that's a lot more pleasant, right? When you're about to fly to Korea for 12 hours, that you have a little Monday to think back of. It's like, okay, that was pretty fucking good. It makes the flights a little more pleasant.
Yeah, exactly. Reminder, I was supposed to fly today, and then like I changed it to Wednesday. But I think that was a very good choice towards the end.
Yeah, no, massive confidence booster. Arcade X4 is asking, how do you spend your time from now until Esports World Cup? We're literally 1 month away from the biggest event of the year. How does the final month for Reynor look?
Well, I've been sharpening a lot my mechanics and just my standard play in general. I think you guys can see that I've been playing mostly like longer games, like sometimes even kind of on purpose, that I'm just like kind of playing late games and putting myself in spots where I wouldn't be usually. But now I'm going back to Korea, and I just want to focus on customs mostly, because I've been playing mostly ladder tours now. I just want to focus on customs, bit of ladder, and just get the builds going and stuff like that. But it's mostly going to be practice all day. And yeah, that's it.
Who's the unsung ladder hero of the European scene?
I mean, ladder in Europe is kind of dead. Like, I was between going and not going in Korea, and then I've been seeing like this year there's less spots for the Europeans, I feel like, because like people like Time is not playing anymore. He was a big practice partner of mine. Like Spirit is not qualified, so he's not gonna play anymore. And like a bunch of these guys that I used to practice with, they're not really playing right now. And anyone else that is not at EWC is not really playing, other than the couple of legends like Geralt and Christianer and the boys, you know. But I decided, since this was kind of the thing that was going on in the Europe ladder and Europe scene, I decided to go back to Korea because it's a bit more active and a lot of people are laddering there. Also, Clem is going.
To Korea?
So, yeah, he's going to Korea.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fun.
He's going there to practice.
Yeah. Somebody's asking if there's any specific Korean players that you enjoy playing custom games with, or just whoever wants to.
I mean, whoever. I'm not gonna make any differences for EWC. I feel like when you prepare for such a big tournament, the more people you play with, the better it is, because everyone has a different style, right? It doesn't matter even if it's the same race, everyone has a different style. So being kind of prepared to face everything, especially if you're a Zerg player, is kind of what you have to do.
All right, mate. I know you said that your head was exploding, so I'll keep it short. It's been a long day for me as well, but a few tiny questions. First off, how big is the little bro gonna pop off at Home Story Cup?
I hope he wins it, man. I hope he wins it. We were supposed to go out the other night. I feel kind of bad because we didn't go out at all together because I was kind of stuck practicing. I told him, all right, we're going out together before I leave back to Korea. And he was so hyped. We were hyped. And then he got called to work the last second. So I feel really bad. And I also feel a bit bad that I'm not going to Home Story Cup with him. But I think it's going to pop off. And yeah, I hope he has fun as well.
Yeah, obviously some people are wondering, like, why don't you go to Home Story Cup? How would you put that in your own words? Why did you come to the decision that it's better to not attend this time?
Well, the thing is, it's way too close to EWC. That's kind of the main thing, especially since I made the decision to go back to Korea. It just would be too much travel, and we've been traveling quite a bit already in the past month, 2 months, and just adding another trip to go to Home Story Cup from Korea and back, and then like 2 weeks later having to go to the World Championship, that's not really something you want to do. Like, even if it affects you like 5%, let's say, obviously you don't want that in mind. And yeah, it's the biggest tournament of the year, so just give it all for that.
All right, mate. Thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your extra time. You played really, really, really good today. It was a lot of fun. Any final words before I let you enjoy your W?
No. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Shout out to Basilisk as always. Shout out to you guys for the event. And yeah, shout out to the fans as well that donated. It was a blast. I'm happy.
You know
did you give out the card?
I did give out the card. Aegis won it.
No way, really?
Yeah, Aegis won it. I was about to bring this up because you gave me 2, right? So I was going to raffle 1 out tonight, and Jeff picked the winner. Aegis won it. The other one was for Slowly, but I have still not seen Slowly admit that Max is the GOAT. So what do you think is happening?
She's never going to do that, man. Legit never.
Oh,
She
so,
would never do that.
so you're telling me there's another giveaway?
I think you can say goodbye to the card. She would never say that.
All right.
Not in a million years.
I had one last thing, but now I forgot because I was distracted. Damn it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Safe travels to Korea, mate. All the fun was a lot of. Oh yeah, I want to say, do you know that one of the we were not gonna have a weekly tonight because the Ko-fi page was bugged. But then Gabe DM'd me this morning. He's like, "Hey, is there a weekly?" I was like, "Well, I was gonna run something regardless, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a weekly because obviously I didn't want to put $400 of my own money. That's a bit much. But I was like, I was willing to do something for 100. And then Gabe, the legend, is like, "I'll do another 100 as well as long as I can play because I want to have some content." Gabe is a bit.
Ah, that's sick.
Yeah.
I saw him. I saw him join the ZVZ lobby, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, Big Gabe in a ZVZ lobby in 2025. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
You know, who put him up to this? And
No.
it makes sense. Big
Yeah,
Gabe, man.
because he
Always
said like
stepping it up.
he's like, "Yeah, I'll do 100 as long as I can stick around when the tournament's over." I was like, "Gabe, you can always stick around. Like you don't,
You didn't
you don't-
even have to pay for it.
no, you don't have to pay for that at all." But I thought that was really cool that Gabe also cares. So yeah, shout out to Gabe. All right, mate, enjoy your win. That was awesome. Have a good night, amigo.
Thank you. Good night, Kev. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, guys, that was the interview. You guys wanted a little interview. You guys got to hear from the man himself. Really sick performance by Reynor today. That was awesome. All right, I'm going to go wrap it up. I'm very hungry. I had one Subway sandwich somewhere in the afternoon, but that was many hours ago. And this was a pretty long weekly, but definitely one of the best weeklies I think we've had in a while. After an already long weekend of the global qualifiers of the Esports World Cup, Saturday should have been mega long, and somehow it wasn't. And then Sunday was supposed to be the short day, and it wasn't. Shout out to Australia for that one, but 21 PVTs in a row got the best of me. Anonymous gifting a subby to Clem. Thank you so much to the anonymous gift stuff there. Stream tomorrow, and now I'm flying. So my streams on Tuesday are always a little bit hard to predict because I have at least one meeting on Tuesday, but sometimes two. I need to figure that out. It depends a little bit. I might do a short stream, maybe like a little variety stream, some Starcraft, some Mechabellum, but I don't know. But yeah, obviously, guys, throughout this entire week, if you guys have any questions about the Home Story Cup, I don't have all the answers, but what I can do is reassure you that we're going to have a fucking awesome weekend. And we make plans over in my Discord. We have a little Home Story Cup channel there, so you guys are obviously all welcome. Even if you've never gone to a Home Story Cup, this is the channel where we'll be talking about Home Story Cup non-stop. There will be padel on Thursday. There will be football on Thursday. And then obviously Friday, that's when the event starts. And you guys should all see us at the event. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, concerns, or just feel like you are not totally certain on how certain things play out, feel free to join the Discord, ask me, and I'll do my best to assist you guys. I'll be there. Won't be casting, but I'll definitely be having all the fun. Any Hearthstone? Maybe there is like a couple PCs where people play Hearthstone, but I won't be playing any Hearthstone. I'm down to do some games of Starcraft on a very ghetto setup, just while we're memeing, having fun, and drinking beers and shots, whatever. And I'm down to do some Mechabellum or something on a shitty setup, but I'm not playing any Hearthstone. All right. I will wrap it up. Let's go ahead and host somebody. Who shall we host? This was a really fun weekly, though, guys. Big shout out to Gabe once more. I think we're going to have a weekly anyway, but like Gabe really pushed me. He's like, all right, we're going to have to make a weekly happen. I think it was sick. I look forward to seeing all of you guys latest on Thursday or Friday, but maybe sometime on Tuesday, Wednesday on this channel.